Hello, I am Dr. Ginger Lee, and I'd like to introduce Pat here. She's one of our patients, and she has pain in her shoulders, in her low back, in the right hip, right knee, and then also ankle weakness. So I wanted to go over some exercises to show her and you guys what is a good practical way to exercise. Okay. So the first thing is, with Pat here, the exercise that would be really good for her from feet all the way up would be to do a little bit of a rocking right and left with the ankles. So we can call this like rock your boat. And Pat has the chair back here, so that if you're at home, you should have a chair, a sturdy chair behind you, or you can use a desk area like what I'm doing, or a kitchen countertop behind you, so that if you need, at least you have that security of leaning back on something, if you need to, okay? Now, the forward and backward direction involves you pressing your toes down to the floor. So you want to press your toes down and then shifting forward on the toes and shifting back slightly on your heel. Very small movements. Okay, so this actually activates this part of the body also, and here and all the way up, because she has to start using her leg muscles here. How does that feel, Pat?
It still feels tight.
Yes. Okay.
I don't do this that often.
Right.
Unless I'm stretching for something, then I'm like usually holding on to a counter and
and then roll out again like a rock your boat, in and out. And
it's hard to keep toes on the ground.
Yes. It's okay as long as you're getting to the edges of your ankles. So many people have problems with their arch collapsing.
Yes, mine have collapsed.
Right. So doing this helps to pull the mid sections of your ankles. It helps to lift the arches up. So it strengthens a lot of muscles underneath here and on top of the foot. Good. If you're tired, you can go ahead and sit down for a moment. Good. All right, so we're ready to stand again?
Yes.
Okay, let's stand up. All right, so now we're going to do the small lunges that we talked about last time. Well, you take a very small step to whatever you can feel comfortable doing. So take a very small step, okay? And then you're planting your toes to the floor, you're growing your roots, and then you're shifting slowly back. Good. Okay, so try to stay whatever step length that you can without moving back and forth right now. So we're just gonna stay, and then we're gonna shift forward and back. You don't have to switch side or anything. So just pick one. We're gonna do maybe like 5 cycles and back and shift, but don't step yet. So you wanna shift forward and back. Good. You're doing good. What I want you to think about watching would be your toes. The toes should be squeezing and pressing firmly on the floor. And your knees should feel that they're slightly bending to control using muscles. So you don't want to lock the leg. You want to use the muscles of the quads here, muscles of the shin, of the calves, hips, and back. So now what we're going to do is just shift. Again, always toes down first. Always root down your feet before you do anything else.
Okay.
And then that way, even if you're shifting, your roots are already growing into the ground. And so your tree can sway.
There's a sense of a little more stability.
Absolutely. Yeah. So now you can go ahead and go back a little bit and go forward a little bit. Back a little bit. So back diagonal. So So you're kind of going that way and this way. Yeah. So see how that feels on your knee. Then you don't have to shift. You shift as far or as little as you feel comfortable shifting.
That has a difference on
Yes.
the hips and the knees both
Right.
doing that.
And then you can shift diagonal that way and that way. So kind of feel and experiment with how your body reacts. So by doing this, you are doing what's called co-contractions. Your muscles are contracting all around you, trying to hold and let go. So it's holding, but it's letting go, and it's holding, but it's letting go this way. And so it's co-contracting, but it's releasing and tightening at the right time. Okay, so now we're going to practice more lunges. And again, we've been practicing to strengthen the toes. So this time you're going to take a step as far as you can tolerate. Okay. Keep the knees slightly bent like we were talking about, which is more unstable.
Yes, it is. I
You
feel
feel like you're not locking, you're not able to lock the knees, it's more unstable. It's okay. It helps to teach you to use your muscles versus using your ligaments. So keep that slightly bent, rolling your roots down with the toes, and only go to where you feel absolutely comfortable. Don't try to reach beyond where you start to feel scared. Don't feel scared. Don't get to that point. And remember how I instructed you that when you want to step back, you don't just step back. You're going to put your weight onto the back anchoring leg first. So put your weight, all your weight on the anchoring leg, and then slowly
it's really
step
hard
back.
to do that with the knee bent forward.
Yes. There. But you see, that was a lot more control.
Right.
So to finish out, we're going to work on increasing the width of your stance. Right. So whatever that you're comfortable with, you can maybe start out
It'd be better to
at
get
one level.
more angles over the chair. So.
Yep. So the point is you want to work on stretching your inner thighs.
Okay.
And also the stability out and in. Right? So the angle is different. Now you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to shift your knees and ankles. So you're going to rock
That
the
puts
boat.
more pressure on the toes.
Yes. That's why you rock out. When you rock out, you feel that significance, right? You're lifting your arches better. And again, think about slightly bending the knee just so that you're not twisting your knee joint as much.
Then that's a lot harder.
Yeah. You're stretching your muscles then. Good. Okay, now we're going to just keep the knee slightly bent, and we're going to do a side lunge. Only to what you're comfortable doing. And keep going. I haven't mentioned anything about the arms, but it's better if you can point sharply downward with your arms. So the difference is it activates your entire body to stabilize yourself. What you're going to do next is you're going to bring your arms up, sharp, strong spears, like a star, right? You're radiating your shine, your power through your strong arms and hands. Good. Don't you feel more stable thinking about it that way?
Yeah.
Now the head is your other side of the star. Your head's going to get through the roof, radiating through the roof. So your head's going to be straight and tall. And you see how suddenly you are very, very stable. Your head taller, so you're lifting your whole body up with your head. Good, and then slowly relax. And do you want to step in if you do, anchor one side again before you step in. Anchor and step.